And once again, welcome back to Mesilla Valley News and Let's Talk Tresco. It's been a couple of weeks since we've had an opportunity to go ahead and talk once again with everybody here at Tresco. I know that they came back from a big visit in Washington and were trying to decompress, as it were, from that trip because they had a lot that they were doing. Of course, if you are wondering who Tresco is, for over 54 years, Tresco has been providing professional and individualized services, supports, and opportunities to people of any age with differing abilities, their families, and the communities that they serve. Tresco currently provides services in 12 counties throughout New Mexico with three main divisions. Tots Early Interventions, that's Tresco's founding early interventions program in Tanyana and Sierra County, providing families with babies from birth to age 3 therapy, education, and coaching on how to support their baby's development milestones. They also have Day One Home Visiting. It is a Parents as Teachers affiliate program that partners with expecting families and families with babies from birth to age 5, promoting child development, parenting, supporting, and relationships building among the family, home, visitors, and community. And of course, Tresco Works, where they offer community employment opportunities to people with varying disabilities, including veterans and students, through federal, state, and local contracts. Currently, they have over 50 contracts that provide quality custodial grounds and total facility management in basically a lot of different services, HVAC, electrical, plumbing, welding, and all these services in 12 counties throughout New Mexico. And of course, if today we are going to be talking about Tresco Tots, and I have as my guest Lupe Rios. How are you doing today, Lupe?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
Okay, and I understand I was talking with Stacy, and you're fairly new to Tresco. You've only just been with them for a couple of months. How are you enjoying it so far?
I love it.
You love it?
Love it. I love working with the families, and we have a wonderful team.
Absolutely. I had a friend of mine who happens to work with Tresco, and she told me when she started working here that she was completely surprised at how nice everybody was.
Yes.
She kept wondering if this was like some sort of alternate reality type place, because everybody is so nice, everyone is easy to work with, and they're all just working towards one goal and just having that goal of helping out, all of these kids and helping out all the other people that they work with. So I thought that was actually pretty awesome. But she literally said to me, "I'm worried. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on here." But that is pretty cool. So welcome to the team, I guess is what they've said. And what is it exactly? Because I know you work with Tresco Tots, and we're going to be talking about Tresco Tots for today. But what is it exactly that you do? What is your job here at Tresco?
So I am an area manager from in the South area. Again, like you mentioned, we serve all of the Doñana County and Sierra County. We go all the way from Anthony, Chamberino, Berino, all the Sunland Park, Chaparral, all the way to TRC. So we cover a lot of ground. We help a lot of families. We help with the development of children from 0 to 3 years of age.
Mm-hmm.
So we are in their homes, or they can come to the center. We do valuations. We help families. We give family tools with their meeting their developmental milestones is what we do. We have therapists from speech therapists, developmental specialists, family therapy, social work. We continue to help the family with other resources that they might need. It's a great service, and it's free. It's a free service.
That's a very large area to manage, so to
is.
speak. I mean, how do you accomplish that? I mean, you got have a lot of good people that are willing to drive and get
Yes.
stuff done because you do in home. Yeah.
We do in home. We have a lot of dedicated therapists, family service coordinators, developmental specialists. It truly is a very great group that we care about families, because that comes first to us. We want to make sure we empower them and we give them the tools that they need for their children. We help a family as a whole. Of course, they have individual service plans, but we do help the entire family. It is a lot to cover, and I tell you, since I've been there, everybody is happy to do so. They have that passion, and I think that's what drew me to work for Tresco. It's a really great company, and I love that. I love serving the community, because that's what we do.
Absolutely, and once again, that theme that I've talked about, where everybody that you end up working with is just a joy to work with, and everybody is looking forward to that one goal.
Yes.
That is awesome. So once again, let's go ahead and get into a few other things about some of the services that you offer. Basically, you did mention that you serve, this is kids anywhere from birth to 3 years old.
Birth to 3 years of age. Yes. Yes.
And with a variety of different things as far as, like you said, I think because we've spoken to someone about speech therapy and some of the other milestones that they have to hit right there.
Yes.
And how important would you say that that your services or these interventional services go as far as helping out the kids?
It's very important. A lot of times families don't even realize that their kid, the little boy, little girl, haven't met that milestone until they go to the doctor, and then we'll get referrals from the doctor. They just need that little push sometimes. A lot of families sometimes, get a little, they'll freak out a little bit saying, oh my God, my child is not delayed. And it's not about that. I mean, yes, there are some children that are born medically fragile, but sometimes they just need that little nudge. And if we can get them in the program early, they have a better chance of, learning more when they get into preschool, because we help with that also. We help them transition to preschool. So we help them from all the way since they're born all the way to 3 years of age. And we can still see them a month after they're 3 years of age to make sure they're doing well in preschool. We're guiding them and we're guiding the family. So it's very important that early intervention is a part of their life. It really does benefit them in the future.
And you're right. I think that a lot of people have that stigma about delays or something else like that. And sometimes they fear actually having somebody take a look at that and going in for the checkup or going in for the evaluation.
Yes.
Right, that. And the thing is not to fear it. The thing is because if you catch it and you get that early intervention, that's going to help you make sure that everything is okay. I love this analogy somebody once told me in terms of understanding things, and that this goes really well for kids. It's like some popcorn. Some of those kernels are going to pop right away.
Yes.
And they're going to get things right away, and that's really awesome. But some of those kernels, sometimes they take a little bit to get there. It doesn't mean that, they're not going to get there. It just sometimes it takes a little bit longer. Sometimes it takes a little bit of urging, a little stirring of the pot, as it were, to keep with my popcorn analogy right there. But it's really, really cool when when you're working with these kids and all of a sudden you do see them pop, as it were, and get things, because that's got to be a great satisfaction when
it is just exciting. And I've seen this with every therapist. It's just so exciting when they accomplish something, or we have goals that parents have set up with us, because of course we're working with them, we're not working for them, we're doing this together as a group. It's exciting just to see somebody walking or talking or just meeting their milestone. That's rewarding in itself. It's just a wonderful thing to see.
And that is something that we've talked about before, and a lot of people that I've talked about that work with the kids there, is that, like you said, you're not just working with the child in itself and just like this one-on-one thing, because you do that.
Yes.
But you're also working with the families and then helping to educate the families and have the families do things so that they can help out with those milestones and get the whole program working as a whole.
Yes.
And that's got to be really comforting for the families that are out there, to be able to understand that the whole family is getting involved. It's not just this person comes into my house and talks to the kid once in a while.
Yes, it's them. They have the input. They're the parents. They know their child better than we do. We're just there to help, and they're involved. We're involved from day one until they graduate. And then a lot of our therapists, they get very emotional, because it's like letting go of your kid, sending them to school and moving forward. And it's happy tears, of course.
Oh, of course.
Wonderful.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I wonder how many times a therapist has gotten a call like late at night or in the middle of the day or something else like that, talking about a milestone or something else that just happened that made them so happy that they had to call the therapist and say, hey,
a lot.
You will not believe what just happened. This is so awesome.
Yeah, it's funny you say that. That does happen a lot. That happens a lot, because we're not just there as a therapist, teachers helping them. We develop a bond with them, a relationship. We build relationships, and then we build trust with them. So they trust our therapists. They trust us, and that right there is a beautiful thing. Earning their trust. It's an honor to work with them.
Well, yeah, trust is a very, very difficult thing to come by, especially these days. And the fact that you can build that trust.
Yes.
And once again, everybody that I've talked to at Tresco is absolutely building that trust with the families that they work with and the people that they work with in general, and all of the different departments that you have. But if a family is maybe thinking about getting one of these evaluations or anything else like that, how would they get involved? How would they go ahead and sign up and get a hold of?
So we do have, and I'm going to show this. We do have some flyers that we have throughout the community.
Mm-hmm.
And we have them in Spanish and English. A lot of us are bilingual. Just to make sure that I mentioned that. So you would call the office, and I'll give you the phone number, or you can call my cell phone number. I'm fine sharing my cell phone number. So my cell phone number is 575-386-6903. Or you can call the office, Tresco Tots. So we are located in Nevada Street, 2325 East Nevada. And the phone number there is 575-527-4900, 575-527-4900.
Mm-hmm.
And you can call, and they will take down your phone number, your information, and one of our, myself or the family service coordinator will call you within 24 hours and share our information and maybe get a meeting set up so we can go to you, or you can come in and we can answer your questions and maybe perhaps get an evaluation. Again, everything is free. Get an evaluation. It wouldn't hurt to get an evaluation, you know.
And that's all it is really
Mhm.
it's just an evaluation to go
Yes.
ahead and take a look at where they are. This evaluation can come back saying like, oh, things are great, or
Yes.
there's these things that we could work on.
Yes.
And then once again, you work out that program with the family to go ahead and get all that done. I also saw that there's a specific website for the TOTS program. Is it totsnm.org?
Yes.
So that's totsnm.org.
Yes.
So if they're looking for any other information, I'm sure the contact information is
Yes.
up on the website as well.
Yes.
They can go ahead and check that out.
Yes, we can.
Okay,
Yes,
so
we can.
that is awesome in
Mhm.
there. And so it's really great that it's pretty easy to go ahead and get the evaluation. And I'm sure we've talked about, some of the milestones that the kids meet and everything else like that. And I know you've got a ton of these.
Yeah.
The success stories.
Yes.
The
we
success stories that you have with these kids.
We
I
do.
mean, is there something that comes to mind? And I know you've only been here for a couple of months, but there's got to be something that comes to mind right away.
We actually have had some children that I have been involved in the consults now that I've been doing my training.
Mhm.
When they move on to preschool, we have one in Tier C that is moving on to preschool, and one of the ladies that I worked with, she actually did the intake for this baby when he was a baby, and now he's 3 years old and moving into preschool. And it was just, she went with us to this transition meeting, and it was just nice to see that, and she remembered him when he was born. It's just like, wow, he's moving forward and he's doing great, and he's going to continue learning and growing, and who knows what he'll do, great things in the future.
Absolutely.
Yes.
That's you never know who's going to grow up to do what,
Yes.
and you never know who the next Elon Musk is going to be or something else like
Yes.
that. I don't know. Somebody else to buy Twitter later on in the future. I
You
don't know.
never
Something
know.
like that.
Yeah, you never
Um,
know.
But it is really cool to go ahead and see them move on and to get their graduation. A
Yes.
long time ago, I used to help my friend out. She had an in-home daycare center, and it
Oh,
pains me to see that some of the kids that we had at that time have not only, you know, they've gone into school, they've gotten to mid school, they've gotten through high school, and one of them just celebrated a birthday, and
Wow.
it blew my mind to think about how much these kids have grown and what they've accomplished so far, and they're still so
Yes.
young to go ahead and get that. So yeah, you never know what's going to happen in the future, but you guys are
never
giving them.
know, but it's good to have these resources.
Yeah,
it
exactly.
increase
You guys are
some
giving them the
resources.
resources and the tools to go ahead and make
Mhm.
sure that they can accomplish those things.
Mhm.
And for you personally, like I said, I know you're still new here, and you mentioned how much you enjoy it right here. But what does Tresco's mission mean to you? What does it mean for you when you're working here personally?
Well, I've worked in the social services area for many years, off and on. So I do believe in these programs. I like that we don't discriminate. We're there to empower. We're there to help
Mhm.
an individual with or without disabilities. We're just out there helping the community and embracing our community. And I grew up here. I'm from here, and it's wonderful to have these programs. And just working at Tresco, as I mentioned, everybody's so nice. They truly are genuine and they care. And that was the one thing that I really liked, and that we're all doing the same thing. We have the same goal, is to help the families, the community, and embracing and empowering. It just means a lot to me. That's just, I really love it. I feel it. I feel it. It's genuine.
And when you feel, like you said, that genuineness, is that a word? I don't think.
Yes.
When when you feel that genuine honesty in
Mhm.
everything that they do, that makes it a wonderful place to work, and it
It
just
does.
makes you want to do better for everybody
It
else.
does. It actually does. It makes me want to be a better person and continue to learn, because we never stop learning. We continue to grow, and I love that I'm continuing to control in my move on in my profession, and just meet new friends, and just see people with such great passion for this.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I can hear that in your voice,
Mhm.
how much that it really does mean to you, and that is
Mhm.
pretty
Mhm.
awesome. So once again, the program goes from birth to 3 years
3 years
old,
old.
right?
Yes, 3 years
Okay,
old.
and they can go ahead and call up at 575-527-490. Yes, I'm looking at my cheat sheet right down here. And of course, the website is totsnm.org.
Yes.
And you said that they can go ahead and contact you as well.
They can contact me also, 575-386-6903.
Okay,
And that's my cell number. You can text me, you can leave me a message, and I'll get back to you.
cool, awesome. And let's see. I would like to see, a lot more of these success stories come out. And after you've been here for a while, maybe we can revisit a lot of those
Yes.
stories. Maybe some people
I
that you
like
knew
that.
personally that came in and then moved on to a lot of these success stories. And
That would be great. Yeah.
we'll talk about it like 5 years from now. I don't know if it's going to
Yeah.
be 5 years. I don't know.
Maybe sooner.
No. Well, no, I mean, like you said,
No, yeah.
the cool thing is
Yeah.
that there are kids that are cycling in and out of the program all the time.
Mhm.
And then
Yeah.
even in the short time that you've been here,
Yes.
you've been able to go ahead and see some of those kids move on,
Yes.
and the satisfaction that brings to a lot of the people that are
Yes.
there.
Yes.
So, have you been out on any visits with some of your therapists as well to see?
I have. Yeah, I have. It's wonderful. It's, you get to be in their home, and just see how they play, what they have around them, all the love that they have around them, all the tools that the parents have there. They get to go to the center also. I've done that also, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of it is. It's a lot of fun. It's really great to see that
It,
and to work with them.
no, once again, I have to smile. I have to chuckle a little bit because it's one of those things. The theme comes back to the fact that it's a great place to work.
Mhm.
You're great helping out people. It does end up being a lot of fun, and a lot of people are surprised that you can actually find. And I'm sure you said you worked in social work in the past.
Mhm.
Not every place has the same goals
They don't.
right there.
They don't.
And when you finally get to
Mhm.
a place that has the goals that Tresco has and really wanting to help the community and help out the kids,
Right.
it's got to be a very nice feeling when you get home at the end of the day
It is.
and you're tired, you've had a long day,
Yeah.
you've been up,
Mhm.
visiting people, going around your area, which, like I said, is a very large area that you cover.
Mhm.
But you sit down at the end of the day and go, you can't wait to get back to work the next day
Yes.
so you can continue everything that goes on there.
Yes, and that's a great feeling. It's a great feeling to find a place like that where you just actually, I mean, we all have different stress, levels in our jobs, but this is one that I feel satisfied when I get home. It's like, okay, it was a long day.
It was a
It
long
was
day.
great, and that's how a lot of our therapists feel. And they get up and they do it again. They do it again with a smile, and just can't wait to see their families. And that's just great. It's wonderful.
Yeah. How many therapists do you have actually in your area? Do you?
We have all around, we have probably about 25 different
Oh,
therapists, and some of them travel all over just to see their families. For example, our social worker and family service therapists, they're amazing. They help with so many resources, but they will travel from Tier C all the way down to Chaparral and to Sunland Park.
yeah. Like I said,
So
that's
yeah,
a large area.
Mm-hmm.
That is a large
Wonderful
area.
people. Mm-hmm.
And like I said, that's a lot of therapists, and that's a good thing because that
Mhm.
means that whenever the kids come in there, you're going to have someone that's going to be able to take the
Mhm.
time with
Mhm.
them and work with them. So that's pretty cool.
Yes. Yes.
And let's see, is there anything else that you feel like you have to bring up about the TOTS program that you wanted to share with everybody?
Just give us a call, and just know that we offer so many services. It's not just speech therapy and developmental specialists, it's social work, family therapists, where we can help with other resources, other things that our families are dealing with right now, especially now with COVID. I know people are still trying to get back on their feet with other things. But we're here to help. We're bilingual. I just want to make sure that's important because sometimes that is hard, for
Hmm.
families that they know
Yeah.
of somebody. Um, And we're here to help. Give us a call. We'll be willing to go to your house and share our information. Or you come to us. Whatever's easier. It's just, if you don't ask, you won't know.
Exactly. And like I've said before, oftentimes there could be a stigma involved when you talk
Yes.
about some of these things right here.
Yes.
But you don't have to worry about it because it's a no lose situation.
Yes.
When you
Yes.
would be able to go ahead and call for an evaluation, you're going to get that evaluation. You're going to know where you stand.
Yeah.
And if you do need those help and you do need those services, you're going to get them right with
they'll be
Tresco
offered.
Tots.
Yeah.
So once again,
Yeah.
that website is totsnm.org. You can go over to the website. I'm sure we got plenty of information that they can go ahead, and any questions, you can give them a call at 575-527-4900.
Yes.
And also, they could give you a call. What was your number again?
575-386-6903.
I can't read quite sideways on
That's
her
okay, I
cheat
was
sheet
trying
right
to-
there. And just in general, for all of the Tresco Tots services, of course, you can check out their website, trescoinc.org, or give them a call at 575-528-2200. And Lupe, it was a pleasure talking with you today. Thanks for all of the information, and thanks for your enthusiasm. And like I said, we'll probably talk again a little bit in the future. We'll get an update on how things go.
Yes.
And of course, we'll be back in a couple of weeks with Let's Talk Tresco, with some new guests and some new opportunities, and learn a lot more about what Tresco can do for you. Once again, you can head over to the website trescoinc.org to check things out, and specifically for the TOTS program, that's totsnm.org. So you can get all the information that you need and just take advantage of. And like I said, don't be afraid to get these evaluations or anything like that. The important thing is that you know where you stand, and you know that you can get the help that you need. If you need it, they're right there with you. Okay, for Let's Talk Tresco, I'm Gino Aragon. We'll see you guys in a couple of weeks.